Hi everyone, this is Miss Pink Glitz, and today I'll be showing you a summer cut crease tutorial based on my previous video for look of the day. This will be my first live tutorial, so I hope you enjoy it. To prepare, I've actually primed my lids, based my lips with NYX and Milk, and I've already done my brows as well as my foundation to help cut down on time. So now that I've primed my lids, what I did is I also took a wipe and I wiped off the actual lower lid portion right underneath the crease and left the NYX so that way it's up to my brow. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a glue from Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive. It comes like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and brush that on both lids. And you really don't need that much. I'm going to go ahead and rub that in up until about the crease line. And to make sure that I've gotten all the way to the crease, I'm going to go ahead and like draw it underneath the crease. I'm trying to move this mirror so that way you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to give it a little time to get tacky, so I'm going to try to keep my eyes looking downward so that way it can get tacky without creasing up on me. Now I've selected for this look, I used a glitter from Pink Stiletto Cosmetics in Glamour, and it's a glitter blend. You can use any glitter that you have at home. I would say the best one to use is if you have any holographic glitter. It would probably get a similar effect. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat the glitter right onto my lid. And I'm using a e.l.f. shadow brush. These are $1 at eyesLipsFace.com. And if you've watched my tutorials before, you'll know that's like my favorite brush for putting on anything loose. Okay, so now I've put on all the glitter that I can get onto the lid itself, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. I'm going to peel it a little bit because it's creased a bit. And I like to wait until the glue gets tacky, because then it actually doesn't feel rough when you're done. So, just going over any bare spots that I might have missed. Okay, now since the glue was only there, I can just kind of dust off. This is a dry wipe here. You can dust off any fallout glitter. I'm going to go ahead and clip my bangs a little bit so you can see more of the work as I go along. Okay, so now looking at both lids, I think I've gotten everywhere, but I'm going to put it up right there too. Okay. Alright, so I've done that part. Now, the next thing that I did is I actually took an eyeshadow called Almay Dial, also by Pink Stiletto Cosmetics. And we're going to, for this, we're going to use a pencil brush. That's from Sigma Beauty, and I'm going to start where the actual glitter ends in my crease, and I'm going to actually start drawing a line across. I'm bringing it downwards too, and I'm bringing it slightly over halfway in. And I'm blending up over the crease. I'm going to repeat that same step on the other side. And I'm bringing that also about halfway in, and then blending upwards at the side. I want it to be even, so I go back over it with the pink, so that way I have the same amount and shape on one eye as I did the other. Now Almay Dial actually turns into a really nice hot pink, so that's why this look ends up being as dramatic as it is. Okay, so now I've done that, and this is pretty much what it looks like afterwards. I'm going to bring this in a little bit, and okay, so now I've put on my hot pink shade. Now, if you notice, I went underneath because I'm actually going to be putting another color there that I'm going to add for depth. I'm going to be using a color called Tracillion. And Tracillion is this really nice cross between a blue and a purple, kind of like a purple, and it gets darker purple too. So I'm going to put that in the outer V and blend up right along, actual, like in the crease itself. So you see how it creates that definition right there? I'm going to keep blending it in. Also, now this time I'm going about halfway in with the blending. And I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other eye. About halfway in. Make sure that I've come back down around. And you can use more as needed. I didn't pick up enough with that application. So now, of course, I am going to repeat the same thing on this eye. This is how it looks now, and I have some fallout on the sides, but you see that it's creating that depth in the corner here. So I'm just going to look upwards to make sure that the intensity is the same here. Okay, so I've done that portion. Now the next step is for me to go ahead and use my yellow, which in this case is sort of like my transitional and my highlight at the exact same time. So I'm going to go ahead and get the same brush that I used to apply the glitter. I'm going to wipe it off. And I'm going to take Sunshine by Pink Stiletto Cosmetics, which is a yellow that has a satin finish. And I'm actually going to put it right on top by patting it right here. And then I'm going to stop halfway through. I'm going to copy the same thing and do the same thing on the, repeat the same thing on the opposite eye. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix my brow on this one, guys. Okay, so now I have that about halfway through. And then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of rub this pink into the yellow as well. And that actually turns the pink into like a orange, almost orange shade, right where it meets up with the yellow. And then I'm going to go ahead and enhance the pink again by going over one more time. Okay. So now I've blended that together. I'm going to go ahead and take my eyeshadow in Frost. There we go. There we are. Okay. And I'm going to place that at the front here where I stopped. The yellow is where I'm going to add the white. And then I'm going to just bring that a little further down here. And then of course blend them where they meet together. I'm going to do the same thing in the opposite eye. And I'm going to blend them again where they meet together. Just a little bit here. And then for more definition, as I stated, we're going to take a little bit more Almay Dial and just go over the actual pink portion. So that way there's actually no orange, or ever so slightly, just right before it hits the yellow, so that the intensity is still there from the pink. Now for the lower lash line, what I like to do is take a little bit of NYX milk and kind of line my lower lash first. Okay, so now that I've lined that, I'm going to take the same colors, in this case Almay Dial, and I'm going to use that on my lower lash line about a third of the way in. Then I'm going to take that pretty purplish blue color Tracillion, and I'm going to put that in the middle. And then of course, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and take a white shade, that Frost, and put it in to the part that goes into the inner crease. And then I can blend the shades. Together. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. To the hot pink. 3/3 of the way in. I mean 1/3 of the way in. My mid color. And then in the inner tear duct here. In the last third, I'm going to use the white. I'm going to take that white and blend it up here into where the white was on top as well. So that one's well blended. Blend a little more in the pink. And I'm going to make sure that my pink meets up with my pink in my crease. Going to re-intensify the purple just a little bit. I'm just putting Tracillion back in the crease and going over. And that's the finished effects of the eyes. So what I'm going to do now to clean up is I actually go over again with my foundation. And please note that these are eye safe glitter. This is eye safe glitter that I'm using. Okay, so I found a angled liner brush, and I'm going to take Meteor, which is a loose eyeshadow also from Pink Stiletto Cosmetics. And I'm going to use that to just line my eyes. I'm using it dry because it's also actually glittery. And it just makes sense with the look. Thank you so much for watching. I know this one was really long, but I wanted to take you step by step.